I'm seeing Journey with Moms Thriving. So today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about what I would tell my younger self. My younger self meaning the new mom me 6 years ago. What advice would I tell myself? You know, it's like, hey young self, okay, this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to stress out about potty training, okay? So what would I tell myself? One thing that I am learning in this season as a mom of 5 kids, because I'm caring for this one in the belly too, is that I need to be present and not really focus and worried about being perfect. Perfection is overrated, and actually we cannot attain perfection. God's power is made perfect in us, but we cannot pursue perfection because we will always fail. We'll be stressed out and we will make our children miserable. Our spouses also even more. And I remember many Sundays, if not all Sundays, that my husband probably was like, oh my gosh, I need to find an attic and sit in the attic because my wife is nagging, because I constantly just was like, well, you know, why aren't you doing this? And Sundays were like World War III. And I was like, why he's not stressed out? Why like he's not like so worried like me? I had to have everything perfect. The kids had to be dressed a certain way, and he just was like peaceful. I was like a chicken with no head, you know, running around with my head cut off. And then when I began to have more children, I just realized that I couldn't live like that. And actually, it was impossible, okay, trying to have a perfect home. Because I'm doing this with one kid, the other one is doing that. I'm trying to clean that, and it was just chaotic. So many of us, we worry about like the things that we read on Google, you know, like the milestones. Like at 3 months, it tells you your child should be rolling over. At 6 months, they should be crawling. And at 10 months, they should be walking. And your child, you know, the perfect percentile, and, you know, and the child IQ, you know, at 6 months, your child should be, you know, doing signs, and they should be saying more. And then your child is 7 months, and your child is like, I don't feel like saying more, okay? I don't want to do all that. I just want to cry. Or, you know, at 7 months, your child is still not sleeping through the night, and then you're wondering what is wrong with me. And that's how it was. So then I had to make these things work. So you will be doing more at 6 months, okay? And my daughter, my oldest, like I had her potty trainer at 18 months. How insane is that? Okay, barely could talk, barely could walk, but yet, you know, she had to be potty trained. And it just brought so much stress. Now that I have more children, I'm more relaxed. And I wonder, like, what happened to me? You know what happened? I just realized that I needed to be present with my kids, with my husband, and I needed to be in God's presence. That was more important. And it was more important for my children to see a happy mama, to have a joyful mom, and not a mom who was constantly just, you know, mad because I wanted this perfect picture frame of a family to hang on the wall. But that's not real. A family, a home is lived in. Couches, you know, they're gonna write on it. You know, they're gonna take scissors, they're gonna cut it, you know, they're gonna write on the wall. And I just realized, you know what, we're just gonna repaint it. You know, and I know this is probably like, I'm OCD, but you know, you can be free from your OCD for the sake of your family and your husband, and for the sake of you. That's the most primary thing. And I'm going to tell the story of Martha and Mary, how Martha was doing actually what was expected of her. She was to host Jesus, who came in her home to wash his feet and to care and feed him. But then she was overwhelmed with all that was happening. And she saw her sister sitting at the feet of Jesus and just worshiping and just taking in everything that Jesus was saying. And like I would look at my husband, I'm like, why are you so relaxed? We have 30 minutes, we gotta get to church. And it would just be like, I won't go like that. You have to have a nice attitude, because while we go to church, if you're going to be like this. And so this is the same way. And Martha was like, Jesus, get her here to help me. And Jesus like, you worried about so many things. So mom, I would say find 3 things that you focus on it daily, whether you work outside of your home or you work in your home. Find 3 things that are so important to you and focus on this. Find the things. And Jesus said, Mary has found the few things that matter. What matters about your family? We pick our battles, and we pick the battles that will give us victory. And that is the most important thing, mom. So, you need your child to be potty trained. When they're ready, they will be potty trained. You know what? They will one day sleep. And I know that sounds like eternity, but they will. They will sleep, and you will sleep. And until next time, mom, be encouraged. You're an amazing mom. You're a Proverbs 31 woman. And guess what? You're doing it with no maids. She had a maid. I love y'all. And until next time, keep thriving.